Hey guys, this is CUTLER from CLG Gaming. Today I'm going to show you an A execute on DE cache. On this A execute, guys, you will need 2 smokes, 2 mollies, and at least 3 flashes. Now, this A execute is going to involve having mid control. So you're going to throw a smoke that's going to land top highway, and you're going to have someone walk up highway, and no one will be able to see him. And all the other people are going to go A. So after that, you will need another smoke for highway when you do the A execute, and you will need at least 2 people door and 2 people A main. And I will show you this in the game. Now, player 1 in the A execute is going to be the door guy, and this strat's going to be done after mid control. So usually you're the one mollying vent. So once you molly vent and your team has control and your strat caller goes, all right, let's split A, you're going to come here, you're going to walk. You don't want to give off any information that you might be here. And after you molly, you still want to make sure you clear your angles because they still can push door after they know you have mid control. Because like once a terrorist team gets mid control, the CTs have to react in a certain way, and pushing door might be one of the ways. So you might want to come here, make sure you're clearing this, be aware that they can be in here. So now you're going to sit here and you're going to wait until one of your A main guys smokes highway. And once there's a smoke highway, it should look something like this, maybe a little closer to you. But you want to make sure you clear this, and then peeking here. They still can hide behind the box, but you want to make sure you clear these angles for your team. Now, one of the guys A main, once they molly fan and quad, they're going to throw a flash that lands here. So you have a flash that lands there. It's going to blind anyone peeking the door angle like this. And they can't stay here or here because there's going to be mollies here. So once this flash comes out, you're just going to enter the site, and all you have to do is look this way. So usually people will end up here maybe hold this angle, or even back here. These are the only places you have to look, which are pretty easy because you're already looking that way. You don't have to worry about anything else. So it should be like this. And now you're actually going to have a guy that comes A main that will help you. He might be like not even a second behind you, but that's good because it's good spacing for trading. Now, player 2 is going to be the guy that is A main. After he boosts his teammate for mid control, he's going to go back A main. Now, he's going to be the one that throws the smoke and the flashes for the guy door and his other teammate A main. So after he boosts, he has to be aware that they can be here, and they can pop flash and retake mid. So you want to try to get behind the box as quickly as you can, but not run it. So like once you boost, you just want to come here and do this. Now, you want to make sure you crouch and do this, because unless they throw a deep flash here, which most teams don't, because it won't be a pop flash then, you won't get blind, because usually flashes will land here in the air or back here. So if you crouch here, and make sure any of the close flashes won't get you. So once you crouch back here and your team's ready to do execute, you can set up. So the way you smoke fork or highway is you come here and you bounce a smoke off here, and it will smoke highway. Now, once you do that, you want to throw another flash off here, so it will blind anyone peeking this angle. Now, when that happens, you want to set up for your molly. So a molly would be for quad, it will be over here. So you would throw it off against the wall, and then your other teammate will come and throw a molly off this box. And it should pretty much molly this whole area. Now, if you don't throw your molly deep enough, like I did, it was kind of short, you want to make sure you actually get in here, you can hide here. So you're going to make sure you throw the molly just a little deeper. Now, when that happens, when you throw the mollies and your guy door is ready, you want to set up like here, and you want to make sure you throw a flash that lands right around there. You don't want to go too deep because they might see it, so you want the flash to land in this area around here. I threw mine a little too deep, but yeah, so make sure that everyone gets blind looking here and they don't know it's coming. And once you throw the flashes and your teammate's entering the site, you want to come over here and get control of fork. And they might actually be here because there's a smoke here, so any CT can walk here and just hide here, or even peek this angle, so you got to be aware that they can be here. And once that happens, you pretty much are just controlling the spawn wall here, and you don't really want to peek truck too much, because if there's an opper there, you most likely will die. But you should have 1 flash left, and you can use it for your teammates. You can throw it against the back wall here for anyone of your teammates playing in quad. So you'd be like, hey, can you flash for me? Flash sight, you throw it against the back wall, it'll land here, and you can peek with it. Player 3 is going to be one of the guys that took mid control, so usually he'll be around the mid area. So like say he's probably going to be around here. So Now, once you guys have mid control, this guy's actually going to run back here while a teammate's still left in mid, and he's going to run all the way back to A. If that's the strat, that's called to go do an A execute. So then he's going to come here, and when his teammate's going to be around the box, so they're going to walk up, and now your teammate's going to throw the smoke for highway and then flash, and you're going to throw the molly fan. So once the flash goes, you want to come here and you want to bounce it off this, and it should molly this area so no one can be there. And now pretty much all you got to do is wait for your teammate to flash in sight, and you're just going to go in and follow your guy door. So like say the guy door comes, kills someone, and then he dies to someone else, he's going to call out where the next player is, and you're going to make sure you kill that guy and get control of the site. Player 4 is going to be the guy that plays under vent and then ends up smoking highway so he can get up there. And the way you do this, especially after we do mid control, is you're going to have a teammate that comes over, boost, and help you. You're going to get here. So once you get here and your shot caller says, let's do an execute, you're going to come here and you're going to throw a smoke. So you want to get into this box, in front of this box, into the corner, and you want to crouch. And now the way I line it up is I put the corner of the top right corner of my grenade on the top white part of this white wall. And you want to stay crouched the whole time. And when you throw it, it should land top highway up here. And this makes it so that no one can see you when you try to walk up highway. So once you do this, you want to make sure no one's still peeking UZ. It's very possible. And what you can do is you can flash close here and peek with it. So anyone that's playing in front of the smoke or trying to play here will actually get blind by this flash, and you're peeking with it, so it'll be behind you. Now the smoke will still be here by that time, and you pretty much can either walk up highway and walk against this back wall, and when the smoke clears, you should be in this corner, or if you really want to, which is a risky play, you can walk in here and hide in here and try to cut off rotates. But a lot of the CTs will still watch this. Sometimes they'll watch it from here, but if you're lucky, they might get a CT watching it from here. So when your team does the execute, he'll actually be looking this way. But I recommend going up here. So now, the idea of this is you want to make sure you're still watching this way because teams might rotate here. But when your A main player smokes here and they molly these off and they throw a flash, a lot of the players or the CT guys will be like here looking or focusing on the A site. So it's a good way to backstab the teammates here. So like they'll be looking at this way, and you can come here and clear this and help get easy frags for your team. Now player 5 in this execute is kind of a player that's going to be like the clutch player. So pretty much is once he gets out of here and he does your strat caller calls the execute, you want to make sure you can get back to mid over here. Now pretty much when that happens and they're doing the execute, it's up to you what you want to do. But what I would suggest you guys do is you come here, you can play mid and make sure no one's rotating here. You cut rotators off here. I mean, I wouldn't hold this angle necessarily. You can hold this angle. So when they come running this way, they're going to start looking A site now because they're not going to think anyone's in mid. So you can pick a guy off here. Now, say if no one else rotates, you pretty much can run here because they won't hear you. If no one's coming through here, they won't hear you, especially if you're at truck. And you can run to the white box, and now you can be another backstab player. So pretty much, you know, it might be like a 2v3 or 3v2 in your favor, and you're going to be the guy that pretty much kills one or two players trying to enter the site thinking that there isn't another player highway. Also, another thing you can do, instead of coming here, you can be a clutch situation where you're just aim in. So pretty much you'll have two flashes and a molly, and you can pretty much help your teammates with flashes and a molly. You know, they start defusing, you can throw a molly inside, default, and win the round that way.
What up guys, this is Jordan Nelson Gilbert.
We work with the world's top pros to teach you how to take your game to the next level with constantly updated training content. When you're done watching and want to train or warm up, just a few clicks will put you in your preferred training mods like Deathmatch. But why warm up for a match on Mirage by getting shot in the back on Dust 2? That's why we built Duels, real fights and real maps. 1 minute in Duels is like 20 rounds of real CS. Exclusively available on Boomio.com.